Hey, are you tired of feeling lost when it comes to managing your money? You're not alone. The truth is that there are some key money lessons that your teachers didn't teach you. In this video, we are going to uncover 5 shocking money truths that you probably did not learn in school. So, let's dive in! Whether it's buying a coffee, paying a bill, or getting a train ticket, money is something that you use every day. It's key to navigating the real world, but school probably didn't teach you much about it, leaving you to miss out on some important lessons. Here's the question. What important money truths did your teachers fail to teach you? I believe that there are 5 key lessons that you should know and apply if you want to improve your financial future. Let's go through them one by one. The basic idea in school is if you do well, you land a good job, and with a good job, you'll make money. Having a good job can help you make money, but acquiring assets is what sets you on the path to wealth. This idea is explained really well in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. He describes an asset as something that puts money in your pocket. Buying a rental property that earns you monthly rent or investing in a stock that increases in value is acquiring an asset. A job gives you earned income, which is limited by your time and effort. In contrast, an asset can generate passive income, letting you make money while you sleep. A passive income is the money you make with little to no ongoing effort or active involvement. It is not tied to the number of hours you work, offering you greater potential for wealth creation. Warren Buffett, the best investor in the world, is famous for saying, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Having a good job can keep money coming in regularly, but it might not offer many opportunities to grow. Raises might not come as quickly as you want, and chances for promotion could be limited. If you focus on growing your assets every year or so, the income from those assets will keep growing. If you want to become wealthy and think that getting a higher paying job every 3 years is the way, I strongly challenge your thinking because increasing your assets is a better way to achieve your goal. The best way to boost your assets is to start investing, which is something your teachers probably overlooked as well. Most of what I knew initially about business came from my time at uni and business school. If there is one place where I thought I would learn a few things about investing and personal finance, it was my uni and business school. The truth is that both of them had very few courses on investing and none on personal finance, just like most of them. Investing is key because this is your best shot at building and maintaining wealth. Most of us are taught in school to work for money instead of having money work for us. Making your money work for you is nearly impossible if you are not investing. At the beginning of your career, it's quite common to work for money, but as time goes on, you need to start investing and shift more towards making money work for you. It's the latter part, having money work for you, that is vital. Let's do some simple math to see why it's key to having money work for you. The average salary in the US is $60,000 a year. If you add up all the salaries earned over 15 years, with a 3% increase each year, you'll have $1.2 million. During the last 15 years, Apple's stock grew by 2,700%. If you had invested $60,000 in Apple stock in 2009, by 2024, your investment would be worth $1.6 million without considering any dividends. A dividend is a payment to redistribute the profits a company made in a single year to anyone who owns the company's stock. If you think that there is not much difference between the salary earned over 15 years and the money made from investing in Apple, you are missing on a big point. For any results that you get, it's important to consider how much work you have to put in compared to what you get out of it. This is what we call the effort to result ratio. Based on the typical American work schedule of 2,080 hours per year or 40 hours per week, it would take nearly 31,000 hours of work to earn the total $1.2 million salary over 15 years. If we assume that it takes about 10 hours per year to analyze and monitor your Apple stock investment, that's 150 hours over 15 years. If you divide your total salary earned over 15 years by the number of hours worked during the same period, you end up with a salary of about $40 per hour. If you divide your money made from your Apple investment returns over the last 15 years by the total number of hours spent analyzing and monitoring your investment during the same period, you end up with almost $10,000 made per hour. The big gap between those two numbers is what happens when you start investing and let your money work for you. One secret to achieving this impressive return on your investment is compounding. This concept is one of the most important in investing, yet it's barely taught at school. Albert Einstein has famously said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it. If it's so important, I still don't understand why my math teachers did not explain this concept to me. Understanding how it works is key for your investment success. If I ask you, would you rather have $1 million right now or a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? What would you pick? Choosing to take $1 million immediately would be a big mistake, as you would miss out on nearly $10 million with that choice. This table shows that when you choose the option of doubling your penny daily for 30 days, you are disappointed by this choice during the first 25 days as the amount stays under $400,000. But once you hit that turning point, the power of compounding kicks in. The penny that doubles every day for 30 days becomes about $1.3 million on the 27th day and around $11 million on the 30th day. If we put those figures into a graph, they become easier to grasp. Compounding is an exponential curve rather than a linear, steady one. Our minds are wired for linear thinking and growth, often overlooking the gradual impact of compounding because it takes time to show results. If you pick the option of the penny that doubles every day for 30 days, you'll notice that the curve stays flat for almost the first 25 days or so. This is what we call the plateau, and this is where most people give up. If they don't see results quickly, they won't stick around until the 27th day when the penny that doubles every day hits $1.3 million, or the 30th day when it reaches $11 million. You must learn to love the plateau because that's where you will spend most of your time before seeing any results. If you invest in a wonderful company for less than it's worth and it can compound your money for a long period of time, this will be the best investment you'll ever make. Compounding is the key to growing your investment over time and becoming wealthy. Let's look at one of Buffett's well-known investments to give you a clear example. He invested $1 billion in Coke in 1988. Do you know how much he received in dividends from Coke in 2023? He received almost $750 million, which means that he's getting back almost his entire initial investment each year. This doesn't include the value of his Coke stocks, which are worth almost $25 billion. So just to summarize, the $1 billion investment made in Coke in 1988 is now worth almost $25 billion as of the end of December 2023, plus he receives an annual dividend of nearly $750 million for owning those stocks. All this represents a lot of money, and you might argue that you don't have $1 billion to invest. That's a valid point, but even when it comes to maximizing your income from your work, I think that schools overlook the importance of building a strong personal brand. Let me share with you Nolan Mold's story to explain you why your personal brand is more important than your CV. I've been building my YouTube channel by following Think Media, a channel that helps people like me create online content. Nolan, who has created many great videos for this channel, has taught me a lot over the years. As far as I can recall, Nolan has always been part of the Think Media team. Unfortunately, on April 19th, he posted a video on his personal channel saying that he lost his job, so he's starting a business. His plan is to set up a $50,000 monthly business by helping entrepreneurs in growing online, and he has already accomplished over half of it in less than a week. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because Nolan has achieved those impressive results thanks to his strong personal brand and not because of a stellar CV. Nolan didn't send out his CV to those entrepreneurs to make those sales. They approached him because he has a strong personal brand in the online community. School teachers often focus on building a strong CV with well-known employers to boost your work reputation, but often overlook the importance of building a strong personal brand. There is something more a personal brand provides, greater than a work reputation. The key difference is the size of the audience. When you have a good work reputation, there are probably dozens of people who know that you are excellent at what you do and can provide value to them. When 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people think that you are amazing at what you do and can provide value to them, that's when you are in the personal brand category. So a big part is recognizing how much reach you have. A personal brand is essentially your reputation multiplied by media, and media is just a way of communicating with others. The key to building a personal brand is learning how to expand your reputation and provide value to bigger audiences using different forms of media. Nolan has been on YouTube for a while now and has earned a solid reputation over the years as someone who adds value to others through the Think Media channel, which has almost 3 million subscribers. He has built a strong relationship with his audience by consistently delivering value to them over the years. Here's the secret. Delivering value is a convertible asset. When you have some skill set, some knowledge, or some ability to help others and you share that with them, it's an asset that you can convert into the thing that you want. And that thing can be a lot of money if you have a big audience. When you manage to build a great personal brand, reality becomes negotiable because you end up being a micro celebrity for the topic you are delivering value for. That's a great position to be in, and not focusing on building a personal brand sooner has probably been one of the biggest mistakes of my career. I strongly encourage you to build yours if you believe that you can provide value to others on a specific topic that you love. The final lessons that school often overlooks is about copying the best. Schools often don't promote or appreciate copying someone else's work. In business, investing, or any other fields, you are missing out on a lot of benefits if you are not copying the best. The best person to explain this in the investing world is Monish Pabrai, who is one of the best investors in the world and describes himself as a shameless cloner.
Humans are really, I still don't know why it is the case, but humans have an aversion to cloning. They somehow consider it beneath themselves that, I didn't come up with this, or this is not my idea, and that sort of thing, some weird thinking like that. And what I also found is that when I forced myself to copy things that I found to be smart, it gave me a big edge. And so this was an example of a simple idea. And what I found is that there were a very small sliver of humans who were master cloners. And these small sliver of humans owned the world. They really, really did very well. So for example, almost everything at Microsoft is cloned. Microsoft spends so many billions of dollars on Microsoft research and their research labs and so on. Nothing has ever come out from that. What has worked for them is looking at Lotus and creating Excel, looking at WordPerfect and creating Word, looking at the Mac and creating Windows, and on and on and on. And even now, OpenAI is a partnership with AI. Google actually did the work. Microsoft did none of the work, and they're ahead.
If you're curious about how you can copy the investments made by the great investors, I've recently made a video on this topic that you can either find on the screen or in the description. This is it for today, guys. If you like this video, feel free to drop a like. And if you want to receive more contents like this, feel free to subscribe. Thank you all and peace out.